All right, what's going on, brothers? Hope everything's going good. Hope everything's going well. All right, brothers. Yes, you can see it says Happy Stepfather's Day. Thanks for putting up with my mom. All right, brothers. I'm gonna just give you some of some of the different type of stepfathers I've seen throughout my life. I'm not saying this is the exact science. I'm just giving you an example of what I've seen and witnessed. All right, and have experienced. All right, brothers. You have the stepfather, the respected stepfather. I'm gonna go with him. Now I saw that me personally, I witnessed it. That's don't make this exact. I witnessed it a lot when I was coming up. Late '80s or '90s. I witnessed it. Like a lot of guys, I remember people. They probably didn't like their stepfather, but they respected him. Hey man, I can't go outside, man. My stepdad tripping, man. All right, man. You know what I'm saying? He was respected. My father fall into that category. He was respected. A lot of my older step siblings, yeah, they had problems with him, but they respected him. And my stepmother backed my dad's play. They was a united front. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you have that today? Yeah, you do. Have I witnessed it? I can only think of one occasion where I have a witness that in recent years, a guy I would say that fall into that category. I'm pretty sure there's more brothers, but I'm just saying what I witnessed. I have witnessed a brother who fall into. I would say two brothers, man. When I think about it, two brothers who would fall into that category. They called the shots. They was the king of their castle. Like, hey, even though they was a stepfather, it's two brothers I can say for a fact in recent years fell into that category. Now I'm just saying back when I was coming up, a lot of stepfathers where I was growing up at had that respect. They did. They had that respect, man. They just did, man. I don't know what was up. Was it some in the water? I don't know. But I believe it's because a lot of the women or the people that I experienced that with, those women, what they had in common was that, kids stay in a child stay in a child's place. You see what I'm saying? They had that mentality. My stepmother had that mentality. A child stays in a child's place. And I got nothing but love and respect for her, man. My stepmother, man, I love her dearly, dearly. Because she treated me like her own, man. And I'm so thankful and grateful for that. But I never had no problem with my stepmother personally. I didn't. Because when I look at stuff, when I got my ass whooped, I was messing up. Me and my younger sister, man, we was messing up, man. Hey, what you thought was gonna happen? We was gonna get a cookie? Hey, we was messing up. We had to get disciplined. So I don't really have a problem, at all. She, like I say, when we did something stupid, we got what we had coming, man. It's just that simple. But anyway, so you had that type of stepfather, right? Like I say, in recent years, I would say I seen two guys that would fit that category that I seen. I'm pretty sure it's more. So you have that stepfather, the one who's respected, blah blah blah. The second one I would say, second type of stepfather I've seen is I call this guy the matching energy guy. If the kids act like assholes, he's gonna act like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? You guys know. I'm saying the kids don't want to speak, he ain't gonna speak. I've seen a lot of brothers fall into this category. You be like, yeah, man, fuck them kids, man. Hell, they don't talk to me, I don't talk to them, fuck them. I'm serious. I've seen a lot of stepfathers actually will fall into that category that I witnessed over the years. Cats, I know or whatever, shit, you go there, be like, they ain't even on speaking terms with the kids. They go in there, laying with their mama, ain't even speaking to the kids. You're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You brothers probably have hung out with these guys. I know I've hung out with some of these guys and like, kids come in, they don't speak or nothing. Yeah, man, you want a beer? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So you have that. You know what I'm saying? You have that type of stepfather. I think a lot of guys will fall into that category. If the kids act like assholes, they assholes. Like, man, fuck them. I don't care, I don't really, let their mama deal with them. You have those type of dudes, man. I'm serious, man. They really, I call them the matching energy stepfathers. And I say a lot of brothers that I witnessed fall into that category. It was this guy I remember I used to work with, bro. Bro, in his work van, because we was doing cable at the time, and in his work van, he had all this boxes of cereal. I'm like, man, what's you doing with all this cereal, man? He's like, man, because if he take it home, his girl kid's gonna be eating it up. I said, oh man, it's cold, man. That nigga like, nigga, they ain't eat my cereal, man. He said, I keep my own cereal, man. I ain't eat nothing. He said, they ain't eat my cereal. I was like, this is crazy. So you have that type of stepfather, the matching energy. Then you have what I would call because the matching energy stepfather, a lot of times, they even though they might don't really mess with the kids, a personal relationship with them, they still do for them. They might give the woman some money to help the kids, if she needs something, he might give their mother the money to help them out, So then you have this type of stepfather, the I don't care stepfather. And I seen a couple of brothers fall into this category. I'm talking about, man, and these kids can vary from age to age. Can vary, on each stepfather. Now, the I don't care stepfather, I've seen quite a few brothers in this category. It don't matter how old the kid is. I'm talking about these guys would truly not do nothing for the kids. Nothing. Like, they're not going to build a bond with the kids. 9 times out of 10, they're not watching the kid. I mean, I'm serious, man. I'm not saying these guys are a lot, but I have seen these guys. They wouldn't watch the girl kids. And a lot of times, these women will stay with these guys. I'm not watching them. It's not my kid. They don't build a bond with the kid or nothing. I mean, I'm not saying these guys are, I think they're a minority, but I have witnessed these guys. Quite a few of them in my days. They don't care. They don't really do nothing for the kids. They don't do nothing. They keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? They barely even have, and say they stay with their mothers for years and decades. Even if they might stay with their mother for decades and decades on time, or years and years, they barely even have a relationship with the kids. If you think I'm lying, you can ask kids who have step parents like this, and they'll tell you, like, yeah, like, I really didn't, we didn't really talk much, whatever, it was mainly my mother. He didn't really say nothing to me or whatever, or blah, 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 You have that. All right? So you have the I don't give a damn stepfather who really don't do nothing. Now, the last stepfather I would say that I seen was the guy, which I would call the push. You can call it the pushover. Whatever you want to use, I just call him the no respect stepfather. Usually the no respect stepfather, he usually, the one I see like this, the kids don't respect him at all. And it's a good, not all the time, but I'll say it's a good chance that the mother don't respect him neither. I'll say it's like a 70% chance if the kids don't respect him. It's a 70% chance the mother don't respect him. You know what I mean? But you do have those cases where the mother's cool and the kids don't like him, don't respect him, right? But more so than not, usually when I see that the kids really don't respect him, more so than not, the woman he's with don't respect him. And this guy will stay with that woman. They usually will stay with that woman till they die, or they'll stay with that woman till that woman leaves them. Usually. Now, do you have cases where those guys will leave? Yeah, you do. I've seen that too, but not often. But this is just what I've seen. Not saying this is always true. But usually those guys, in my experience, they usually don't have a pot to piss in. They don't have a leg to stand on. Like these guys, they usually don't have a lot going for them. So them being able to lay their head with a woman is a win for them. Like, oh man, cool. I was struggling, man. I was staying with my cousin here, man. They wouldn't want, they was giving me a hard time. Usually these guys don't really have a lot going for them. They usually don't. Sometimes they just got out of prison, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So they usually don't have nothing going. And usually some of those guys, if they get something going, that's when they'll usually leave. if they do. Usually it's the woman leaving them or pitting them out. But the few times I seen them leave, it's usually because they got something going. Like, they might have ended up getting a good job that they didn't see coming. Like, oh man, I just got a real good job. Like, yeah, man. He never thought he would get something this good. So now he got him a good job, a better job. Then he ended up leaving that woman. I see that. So anyway, brother, those are the 4 type of stepfathers I've seen. Right? That's just my opinion. I'm pretty sure it's more in various degrees. So anyway, brother, that's it. I got nothing against stepfathers, but those are the type of stepfathers I've seen in my lifetime. And my advice for you, brothers, if you're going to be a stepfather, be the king of the castle. If you're the king of the castle, in my opinion, I think you're okay. Reason I say that because I saw it back in the days. You want that respect. You want that respect. Well, you in that house, you're respected. Now, if you in that house and you're not respected, I would say you're in a problematic situation. But some of you guys don't care. You like to deal with that. And if you do, that's on you. But anyway, brother, that's it, man. I'm out. Peace.